Uh, I recently collaborated with a writer in Pakistan to create a series of picture books for Oxford University Press, Pakistan. The reason I did it was it was quite personal. I remember being, living in Kashmir for a while, and as I told you, my dad was an army officer, and we have a really fraught relationship with Pakistan. And as a child, we were always told that Pakistan is like the enemy. So I think adults can be really cruel at at many levels. They fill kids with ideas, fill children's heads with ideas which are completely wrong. So, we always grew up with this notion of Pakistan being the other and them being very different. Uh, of course, once I moved out, sort of went on to live my own life, I realized how stupid all these notions were. So I thought I kind of jumped at this opportunity to do a picture book with Rumana Hussain, who's a Pakistani writer, and it was interesting because if you actually look at it, Pakistan and New Delhi, where I live, culturally they are more similar than Pakistan and Kerala, from which is my hometown. So it's really bizarre the way borders are kind of created. It's just because a couple of years back some Englishman came and drew this one line on a map. We just became two countries. But I think children of this age, deserve much better than what I got. And I think all these ideas of them and us just need to kind of disappear. And it's a great way to do that is, I mean, if a kid kind of sees that it's normal for an Indian and somebody from Pakistan to work together, perhaps they won't consider it as strange later on. So I also started working with a lot of comics at some point. I did this very interesting project called This Side, That Side. It was an anthology of comic stories, and all these stories had to do with the partition of India. Uh, this particular story was written by an Indian author who is based in Sweden. His name was Tabish Khair. He wrote this story, which the story was told in the form of an old fable. So it was told like a children's story, but the content was actually it was very serious. So it was interesting to work on this because I had to sort of create. I think they chose me to work on it because I was a children's book illustrator. I had to sort of mix two kind of styles to sort of achieve this kind of a cutout feeling, which I thought was very interesting to do. So it's actually it's the story of King Solomon and how he how he orders a baby to be cut into two pieces, and it sort of parodies the partition of India and Pakistan in a similar way.